So you telling me United States codes don't work?
No, I'm telling you, you don't know them.
For the record, I am DeMarcus Bay, the implied surety for DeMarcus Contrail Brown. And I would like to file a motion in the court for additional 30 days for me to seek counsel. Is the defendant in error free to go? My name is not spelled in all capital letters. Matter of fact, I filed
Mr. Bay.
Hey everyone, today we've got one of the most bizarre courtroom moments I've ever seen. This guy goes all in, claiming he's a foreign national, as if that somehow makes him exempt from the law. But the real kicker? He actually brings a friend who also believes in this stuff to represent him, because apparently 2 people misunderstanding the law is better than 1. The judge, though? She's not having any of it. She stays sharp and handles the situation perfectly. It's definitely a wild ride, so stick around and watch it all unfold. Let me know in the comments what you think of this whole situation.
All right, DeMarcus Contrail Brown.
Your Honor, we were representing him, but we are going to be submitting a withdrawal to you. You should have it shortly.
All right, Mr. Brown, are you represented by somebody else?
Yeah. For the record, I am DeMarcus Bay, the implied surety for DeMarcus Contrail Brown. And I would like to file a motion in the court for additional 30 days for me to seek counsel.
Okay, so Mr. Bay,
Yes.
aka Marcus Contrail Brown, so you're seeking a continuance to get new counsel?
Yes.
Okay, do you have someone in mind, sir?
I not right now. I'm seeking counsel.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to give you a continuance for 30 days, or I'm sorry, till January 5th. But by that time, you need to have counsel on board when they come back so that they can talk to the state to determine if there's anything they can work out on your case, or if they need to get all of the information necessary for a trial, if that's what you choose to do. So by January 5th, I will expect that you will have counsel.
Well, I have paperwork on the docket that haven't been rebutted. I have affidavits of truth that haven't been rebutted.
Okay, sir, we don't do affidavits. People have to appear in person because there's a confrontation clause in the United States Constitution that says witnesses, you have the right to confront witnesses in person. So we don't do affidavits, okay? If you have witnesses that are going to present testimony or evidence on your behalf, then you have to have them come to court and be sworn in and testify at that time, okay? So we're not doing any dismissing and all of that stuff. No, sir. When you get your counsel, they'll be able to discuss it with the state, and then y'all can present whatever to the court.
And the accusing deputy must be present too, right? Okay.
So the people always say that, but here's the thing. The state gets to choose whatever witnesses they wish to bring, just like your side gets to choose whatever witnesses you wish to bring. You can't rely on them to bring the person that you want. So if you want to subpoena someone to appear for trial, then you need to subpoena them. You cannot rely on the state to bring your witness. Okay.
Okay. I got you. So,
all right. Anything else?
And jurisdiction can't be challenged at any time, right?
No, sir. Jurisdiction rests with this court because this is where the locus of the incident is.
I could be wrong, but it really seems like this guy is just trying to buy time. It feels like he's stalling, hoping the judge will give him more time to find an actual lawyer and delay the case. But what I don't get is, why do sovereign citizens keep using the same arguments when they've never worked? Judges shut this stuff down every single time. It's like watching someone try to unlock a door with something completely useless, and still expecting it to work. It's just wild. But here's my question for you. Do you think he's just pretending not to understand, or does he actually believe the law doesn't apply to him? Let's get back into it.
Well,
Mr. Bay, let me just explain something to you. Mr. Bay, listen to me.
Okay.
I went to school for 3 years for this. That's full time. If I had gone part time, it would have been 4 or 5 years. And I have been working since, oh Lord, I ain't gonna give my age, but I've been a lawyer and a judge for quite some time. I've been a judge for 10 years as of this year. A lot of times people come before me because they've learned stuff from other people, or they've gone online, or they've read it themselves. But I tell you, it doesn't work the way you think it works. And so there's a set of statutes, cases, procedures, all of those things that we have to learn. In fact, let me show you something.
Well, how do you have?
Wait. You see this book right here? This is just this year's edition of all the stuff that I have to be able to find to figure out what's going on in your case. This is just this year's edition. And I got a book like this that includes evidence and procedure. I got a whole wall of books. So when you come in here challenging jurisdiction and all of this stuff people have taught you, it's not books.
Can I show you my Black Law Dictionary?
No, sir. Because Black's Law, that's a dictionary. That's not the full case. You know, you come in with all of these ideas about how you think the law works, but every lawyer in here has done at least 3 years of law school and trainings, trials, all of those things. So you're not going to change the way we do things. So the best thing to do is to get an attorney who can talk to the state about your case, and then we can get this resolved. Your case is pretty simple. You got traffic offenses.
Well, I still want you to prove on the record that you have subject matter jurisdiction, personal jurisdiction.
I'm not proving anything on the record, sir. I wear the robe. They put me in this position. I've been here 10 years. If I didn't have subject matter jurisdiction, I wouldn't be here.
So all right? It's not a difference between public and private for the record. There's no difference.
Sir, get an attorney.
Okay, all right. January 5th.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And Mr. Bay/Brown, you've indicated that you wish to have an attorney, so I'm going to rely on the fact that you're going to have an attorney. Don't come back here with the same stuff, and I already told you it's not going to work.
So you're telling me United States codes don't work?
No, I'm telling you, you don't know them. So first of all, right here. The United States codes don't work in Georgia because Georgia has its own code, OCGA.
So the meaning of driver is different in Georgia.
Yes, sir.
But according to 49.
Mr. Bay, I'm not doing this with you. Get an attorney. Okay. Thank you, sir. You're free to go. We'll see you on January 5th at 11 a.m.
Before we get into the most intense part of this case, just a heads up, you might feel a little frustrated trying to make sense of this. I know I did after just a few minutes. But seriously, let's jump right in, because this situation is wild. So, this sovereign citizen actually brought a friend along, claiming he's an attorney general. The problem? That's completely illegal, if he's practicing law without a license. You can't just wake up one day and decide you're a lawyer, but apparently, in the sovereign citizen world, that's exactly how it works. Let me know what you think as we watch this unfold. Let's get into it.
So, DeMarcus Cantrell Brown.
I have interest in that matter. Is the defendant in error free to go?
If the who, what?
Is the defendant in error free to go?
No.
Well, let the record show the defendant in error is ordered to stay and participate.
Okay, who is the defendant in error? That's a new one for me.
The all cap name is trust that I am a beneficiary of. My name is not spelled in all capital letters. I have a court order decree saying that.
Okay, Mr. Bay. Mr. Bay, do you have an attorney representing you, sir?
Attorney General, my attorney general is online. You may speak to me, sir.
Is the attorney general, Mr. Bay, hold on. Let me ask my question before you tell me something crazy. Is the attorney general a member of the State Bar of Georgia?
I'm a non-state actor. I'm a foreign national. Matter of fact, I filed
Mr. Bay. Mr. Bay, I don't care if you were Alexander Putin, the premier of Russia. If you are in Georgia and you're represented by an attorney, that attorney would have to be a member of the State Bar of Georgia. Foreign national or not. Just as if you went to another country and you had an attorney represent you, that attorney would have to meet the requirements of that country and of that state. Okay, Mr. Attorney, Mr. Bay, hush. Mr. Attorney General.
I'm trying to set a record.
Mr. Bay, Mr. Attorney General, are you a member of the State Bar of Georgia? You want to
Hello?
unmute for me?
Speak, bro. Get off mute.
I can't get over how these two are just casually on a phone call while the judge is speaking. Like, hello, you're in court, not lounging at home ignoring spam calls. The judge is trying to run an actual legal proceeding, and these guys are acting like they're waiting on hold with customer service. This is exactly why court hearings like this should be in person. Imagine how much more ridiculous it would be watching them struggle live instead of hiding behind a phone. No Googling fake laws in the middle of the hearing. No muting themselves when they get caught. Just pure, unfiltered chaos in real time. Honestly, we should all sign a petition. Sovereign citizens must show up in person to embarrass themselves properly. That might sound harsh, but seriously, what else can you do with people like this? Let me know your thoughts, and let's get back into it.
What's going on is he's a member of a foreign state corporation, basically doing business in Georgia. So
Okay,
basically,
sir, that's
before
not what I
Georgia
asked
law,
you. No, sir.
I get what you're
No,
saying,
sir.
man.
No, and I get what you're saying, but we're not doing
I
that
know,
because that's not how we operate. Those are not the laws under which I am required to conduct court. So we either gonna do it my way or we're gonna put you
We
on
understand the rules of the court. We understand the rules of the court. I got you.
Okay, are you a member of the State Bar of Georgia?
No, I'm not a member of the bar of Georgia.
Okay,
What I'm
then
trying to
no, then
realize
as
he's doing business a certain way
he
in
can
Georgia, and
represent
that you
himself.
need to take consideration on that matter on how he's doing business in Georgia.
He can represent himself, or he can be represented by a member of the State Bar of Georgia. But he cannot have you represent him or purport to represent him. Okay, that's not going to work. All right. So, Mr. Bay, do you wish to choose someone who is a member of the State Bar of Georgia to represent you, or do you wish to represent yourself?
I invoke my right to remain silent as the beneficiary of Demarcus Cottrell Brown estate.
Okay, sir. So, sir, you're invoking your right to remain silent, which means that you do not wish to enter a plea that
I plead to be released.
That would resolve your case today. As such, the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty for you.
I object. You cannot practice law from the bench. Violate 28 U.S.C. 454. Judge practicing law from the bench.
And put you on a trial court, on a trial calendar so that your case may be heard at trial.
I object.
All right, sir. Thank you. You'll get notice in the mail if anything changes about your if anything changes about your address, then you can go ahead and let us know by coming into.
I demand evidence hearing.
You will have that at the time of the trial,
evidence hearing.
You're not going to have an evidence hearing today because that's not what we're here for. This is
you are dishonorable. I got your oath, Tammy Long. Hey.
So, Mr. Bay, I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. You'll have a trial at which time you can have an evidence hearing. You'll get notice in the mail.
You're in violation of Article 6, Section 2 of the Constitution.
Your notice in the mail, then you can appear for hearing with whatever evidence that you wish to present. Although you are not required to present any evidence or testimony because the state has the burden of proving the case against you. Thank you, Mr. Brown. You're free to go at this time. All right, Kevin Jermaine Burrows.
I know I can be tough on judges sometimes for not shutting down sovereign citizens fast. Enough, but I have to say, this judge handled it perfectly. I don't remember her name off the top of my head, but she was incredible. No nonsense, no patience for games, just straight-up handling business. Easily a 10-10 performance. Honestly, she's right up there with Judge Oakley in terms of courtroom legends. As for the defendants, they never stood a chance. It felt like they were trying to put on some kind of weird, unorganized theater performance, except one of them was completely lost in his own fantasy world, and the other was fumbling his way through nonsense legal claims. You couldn't make up a bigger courtroom disaster if you tried. I almost feel bad for the judge, but at the same time, watching her shut them down was absolute gold. What do you guys think? Did she handle it the right way, or should she have been even tougher? Personally, I think she was as patient as humanly possible, considering she had to sit through them completely, misinterpreting basic legal concepts for way too long. If I can find the second part of this hearing, I'll definitely post it, because I need to see how much worse this gets. Something tells me they didn't suddenly find a real lawyer and start making sense. Honestly, with the way this case is going, I wouldn't even be surprised if one of them tried to claim the courtroom itself was a foreign country. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I post every single day, so stay tuned for more sovereign citizen madness. And seriously, I appreciate every single one of you for watching and commenting. Even if I don't always reply, I do read every comment and I truly appreciate your support. Thanks for watching. Take care, everyone.